1 second, guys. Alright, so I guess that's a no?
I guess so.
Well, at least she knows where the sock is. If you just leave it in here, then she can come get it for herself. Alright. Sorry, guys. We, by forces beyond our control, aka the mom, we have a new puppy. Her name is Dr. Pepper, and she's just adjusting to the new house. So, there's that. Okay. For today's stream, and probably the next few streams until I finish it, I will be working this on and off stream, just so I can get it done, especially the editing. I'm a little conflicted on whether or not the editing for this new Animatic project is going to be done on stream or not, because I do need to listen to the audio, but there are workarounds. We'll see. So, from scratch, all I have is a script that y'all can't see, and a vague idea of what I want it to look like. And since the last time I did an Animatic project, I didn't stream any of it, I thought, hey, might be fun to stream this one. And since I'm a little out of practice, I think I can start with a slow scene and then slowly work my way through. Because I know later in like the middle of the song, there's going to be more animation. But since we're slowly getting back into it, we can start at the beginning. So, opening shot. Should I tell you guys what song I'm using? Or no? The intro's a little long, so... If I seem completely out of sorts, it's because I am. The final 2 chapters of Dispatch came out today, and I watched a little bit of it with some streamers. So I was waiting. You know what? I should wait until the Dispatch, people are usually done playing, because everyone's just gonna be watching Dispatch. They're not gonna be tuning into me drawing trees. I do want this to be in the daytime, so we're just gonna have like a tree here. So this is gonna be the sky. Because this is gonna be like a expansive forest, which might be on different layers. I'm not sure how I'm gonna separate the drawings, because for an animatic or any animation, each thing's on a separate layer. If you can't see what I'm sketching now, is because I'm just starting in. So this is gonna fade in. Title. This is in the foreground. Distant foreground. No, that's okay. There we go. And then background. Maybe some clouds. It's gonna be daytime, so the sunlight. I'm not sure how colored this is gonna be, because the last time I did an animatic, it was grayscale with a few colors. Like, I had 2 colors that I used. Green and red, but... Alright, yeah. Add notes. Clouds. Separate. Going... I think they should be going that way. These guys are gonna shift, but not part just yet. Hi, Dark Oris. Working on an animation. Or animatic is more accurate. Beep, boop, beep. Sorry, the new dog came in. Hey, Pepper. You can come in. Yeah. Elias, be nice. Be nice. Yeah, well, I have my dog. Hey, shh. Elias, but my mom got a new dog yesterday. And her name is Pepper. Well, Dr. Pepper. That's what her name was when they got her. And so, just trying to figure things out. And I just started, and now the dog has to go to the bathroom. The new dog, Hey girl, Dr. Pepper, she's a Chiweenie. And she definitely looks more dachshund, but the Chihuahua in her makes her a little bit taller. Okay. So this is gonna be the opening shot. This background's gonna be, I'll say one. I'll put one. Oh my god. 2. This is gonna be 3. Oh, actually, since these are on different layers, so this is gonna be 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 layers for one shot. So they're moving. Yeah, that way. I think I'm gonna hold this shot where it's just moving for 3 seconds. And then have the title card fade in with the, I think I'm going to use the similar style of writing that I used in the old one, which is still on my YouTube channel. It's my most viewed video. That needs to be on a different layer. Oops, my bad. It's funny because for the intro, all my notes have is credits, panning views of a bright forest. That's all the notes I have for the intro. Still working on that request, doing the background. It's so. I am the one. I don't want to say I'm the only, but I feel like I'm one of the few digital artists that has no problem with backgrounds. Not showing off, but oop. No, okay, no, that didn't do anything. I don't mean to brag. Can't stay a whole while, but hi, Waffles. Yeah, I know, I'm late. I would have started the stream like 2 hours ago, but the last 2 chapters of the new Dispatch game came out, and I wanted to watch it. And I figured if I tried to streaming while everyone's playing Dispatch, it'd be like, you know, not a lot of people are gonna come see that. Okay, these clouds need to be moving slowly. Oh my god, the movement I want to do with this animatic to boost, to like have it be a clear upgrade from the first animatic I did. I can already feel future me cursing my name because of the editing that's going to be involved, which I will try to live stream. You know what? I've decided I will try to live stream the editing process for this animatic, just so y'all can see how ridiculously hard it is for me. Oh, you watched the new episodes of Hazbin Hotel? It's so random. Ugh. I don't care about spoilers anymore for Hazbin Hotel, because I just don't really care anymore. Like, vaguely interested. Once the show is fully out, I'll probably listen. Not the show. Once this season's fully out, I'll listen to the music. Definitely. Okay, next layer. I have to go find... Yeah, I should have taken a screenshot. I should have gone through my animation and done screenshots. Because I don't have any of the old sprites. And I'm gonna need to go back and reference some things. Especially design. The one thing I haven't decided on... Because there's gonna be flashbacks in this animatic, which I'm purposely being vague about because I don't like giving spoilers. Some of the Stevenson highly recommend Gravity. Yeah, I heard that song is peak. I'll just write the night we met. I don't remember the artist's name. Oh my god, it's Lord something. I'm just gonna put Lord H. This is a fade in. One, two, and then maybe OC and well, no. I'll put that in the thumbnail, definitely, but the, like, OC animatic part, I don't think I'll put here, just as I want to keep the trees. Fade in on that. Oop, I should preemptively save animatic. There. Okay, you know what I will tell you guys? The song I'm animating to is called The Night We Met by Lord Huron. I think it's H-U... I can't remember his name. It's Lord something with an H. Fake fan. Okay, I don't remember his name, but it's something... It's Lord H. And I will... night we met. Center it, because then it's going to be in the clouds. And then this is gonna boil, meaning it's gonna be like 3 frames drawn on top of each other, so it looks like it's jiggling. I'm gonna say slow boil. Slow boil. Three frames? Question mark. Hang on. Dixie! Who's meowing? I need to go check that out because no one else. Alright, I'm back. Ah, my knee! I don't know what happened. Usually my left knee is giving me trouble, but the right one now is just killing me. So it looks like you're having fun, Waffles. I was completely destroyed, and I'm afraid the screen will fall off. Fun! I kind of want, and this is just the overambitious part of me, I kind of want, okay, so you see, this will be the opening scene, title card fades in, and then camera pans down, trees part. God, that's gonna be so hard to rig. Last animatic I did, I had at maximum 3 layers because it was so much work. Here's the thing, I can't have this scene and then just the camera pan unless I render this scene separately, save it as a video, and then edit on top. But then if I do that, I'm gonna have to have all this hiding underneath, so when it pans down, we see this. So if I do that, I'm on the wrong layer. I would have to do that and just crop it. But no, because if I crop... No, I would have to have it. Okay. I get what you mean, man. Technical difficulties are the easiest way for me to, you know, immediately crash out, so I can't imagine having to go through what you're going through, man. Oh, that looks so bad. Then I'll just copy, paste over to here, and have it there. It's fine, Waffles. You can vent here. Okay, and then this. Pan down. Crossfade. No, not that. That looks too much like a beat. So I'll just... this, and I'll just write crossfade. Crossfade to the next bit. Because the intro is a good... The beginning instrumentals to the song, The Night We Met, is like a good 20 seconds maybe, which is a lot for animation. How has my day been? Well, so far so good. Like I said, the last 2 chapters of the Dispatch game came out, so I was watching people play that. Yesterday, my mom brought home a new puppy, and we're trying to figure out how to deal with. And sort of had a good night's sleep. What is going on out there? Oh. So this beginning shot is... So, like, here, and then the lyrics start here. Okay. I kind of want to save, air quote, my animation energy to, like, the big climax of the song, because that's going to be a lot of movement. Maybe. So I don't want to run out of steam by the time I get there, because I want this project to be done within a month, so I can get to work, you know, back to work on other things. But if it takes longer, that's fine. We'll just deal with the consequences later. But for now, does it look washed out to you guys, or is that just my second monitor? Okay, no, it's present. It's present, okay. My second monitor is not actually a monitor, it's a TV. You know, one of those mini ones. And I just have plugged into my computer. So pan down, crossfade into hang on. These trees might be a little bit symmetrical just for ease. Okay. Maybe like a little river? Oh god, the animation on that's gonna kill me. But it would actually be animation, which I do want to get more into because I have an animated series I want to work on. Just to save myself some grief, what I might have to do is work like an actual industry professional and have each shot be its own separate file that I animate and then just edit together. Because the last time I did this, I had it as one straight file, which was killing me. So if I have like each scene, each camera shot be its own separate rendering, I can do it in chunks, like the professionals do, just so I'm not losing my damn mind. So this, I'll say river flows. I actually don't have no idea what the intro is gonna look like. I have everything else scripted. So I'm just flipping back and forth between the script I have written. I think I want, instead of colors, I want there to be a better focus on the lighting for this one. I'm gonna leave a, okay, I'm gonna put this in a folder. And say, intro. And then get to the lyrics. Should I say verse 1? Huh. Yeah, I have enough shots here for verse 1. Verse 1. If I separate the lyrics. So, okay, I have one shot here. Oh my god, what am I writing? Not... Excuse me. If you get 20-second ad every 10 minutes, which is 2 minutes. You're streaming 6 hours a day, you have 12 minutes. Yeah. Ads are getting out of control. As I was just watching some streamers earlier today playing Dispatch, and they had to, like, droid. It was Elastic Droid. He would pause. He would basically have to pause every 10 minutes just for ads. It's just, what the... And these weren't, like... It wasn't just, like, an ad. It was, like, every 10 minutes for, like, 2 minutes of ads. It's like, excuse? Excuse? Okay. Only traveler. I think I have one, one continuous shot for this line. But things are gonna be moving. I'm not gonna have the lyrics on screen, because I don't hate myself that much. I'm not sure what Rune looks like. Like, what this... Because this isn't the same... This version of Rune... What?
Sorry. I gotta run next door.
Okay.
So if she starts, like, freaking out or something...
Well, Dipsy's right here.
No. She's hiding.
Why is she hiding?
Pepper's in a playful mood.
Aww.
And Dixie doesn't want to play.
Dipsy, why don't you want to play?
But yeah, I'm just letting you know.
Alright, well then she can come get the sock.
Take it! I'm busy.
Alright, sorry. Ow, my knee. My fucking knee. So I might leave. Good luck with your good luck with your computers and school's waffles. Ow! Send prayers for my knee recovery. What the heck? I don't even screw up with that leg too much. No, she looks similar. I just came up with the idea for... I don't know if she's wearing a dress either. See, that's one thing I didn't consider. I didn't consider Rune's new look. I know what her old look is, because we still have that. I still have the video. But... no. Dixie, no barking. No barking. Elias, you stop too. Pepper! Pepper! Yeah. You can come sit in here. Hey, look. We got toys. I guess she doesn't want to. Goodness. I have for the nest line. There's also music in between. I'm not the only traveler who has not repaid his debt. How am I? Who has not repaid? I think I'll separate his. That's all the same layer. Damn. Actually. Pepper! It's okay. Yeah, come here. Come here. You can come sit up here. Come sit up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hop up. You can come sit in here. You can come chill with me. Or not. But no whining, please. Especially when I'm giving you alternatives. Scuffed is the word we can use for everything I do. Because I hate being interrupted. Especially when I'm working on something. But when I'm the only person in the house, currently, and we have 15 animals that all need attention for some reason. I think her hair was different, so I think she just had 2. Still that. I'll come back and figure out the hair later. Has not repaid okay, for this one I know for sure it's gonna be that's too big. she's looking that way. How did I want the movement for this scene to go? Because the shadows creep behind her. She glares and flips her hair. Oh, man. Shadows here. Depending on how that scene looks. And how the rest of the intro looks. You know what's kind of funny and a little bit sad? I'll be streaming the whole process on Twitch, but y'all won't be able to see the finished product because of copyright. Because the stream will just get muted anyway. Unless I just have a sing-along. This is not the angle I wanted it to be. At all. It's okay. Shit. Thankfully for this song, which is, it was funny, I was telling my mom the other day, my first animatic was to the song Meet Me in the Woods, which is a very fast-paced song, which would be really hard to animate to. And then the second time I'm doing an animatic, I want to animate more motion into it, but I'm using a slower song, and each syllable is a beat, which would be easy to make an animatic to, because then each syllable could be a frame. Because it's just, I am not the only traveler who has not repaid his debt. I mean, that just sounds easy, like, easier to animate to. But it's the one I'm gonna try and go a little bit, I'm trying to animate more to. It's like, huh, I did it backwards. Actually, if I... No, I have to erase it anyway. Okay, so if I actually put traveler over here, since it's 3 syllables, there we go. motion do I want on this ocean? Okay, maybe Traveler. I'll have different, yeah, different shots. Three frames. Rune walking. It'll be kind of floaty. It's like. Okay, now for this one, I want to have like a lower shot. That's the wrong one. Who's not repaid his debt? I'm trying to think maybe I've add like a it's behind her. And then we see like some or maybe it'd be a low angle. No, doesn't that just be a repeat of that frame? Who has not repaid his debt? Okay, maybe that who has not, and then repaid. His who has not repaid his debt. And then debt is its own frame, technically two frames. How do you spell debt? Oh. D-E-B-T. I'm not sure what the hair situation is, but I do know we got glare, and then hair flip. Sassy hair flip. I'm on the wrong fucking layer. Wrong frickin'... False alarm. I was not on the wrong layer. I, in fact, was on the right layer. Oh my god. I would have crashed out. Now, okay. This is again gonna be... Well, actually, do I want the black? Is what I'm just calling it. The black. The reference from the first animatic. Do I want this to boil as well? Because I could do that. Because if it did boil, that would be 9 frames for this shot. Oh no. Why? Universe, can you please tell me why it is whenever I first try to do like any big project, or like, you know what, I'm gonna finally do this, I'm gonna sit down and do it, everything bad happens, or I'm the only person in the house, and then suddenly, despite them never doing it before, every animal is barking at everything, and right now a cat just threw up that I need to go clean up now. God damn it. Alright, I'll be right fucking back. Cats! Why do you have a sensitive stomach? Where? Good thing garbage goes out tonight. Okay. Soothing thoughts. Bird songs, breeze through the trees. This project turning out pretty okay. Oh, no, that is the wrong layer. Yeah. Okay, this seems gonna be a slight, I'll say, slight pan down. Black oils. Hey, cat. It seems like everyone and their mom needs my attention. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. Black boils. Creeps with beat. Beet? Wait, is this the beet you eat? Or is it this beet? Or is the... Oh my god. Is it the same spelling? Which beet is it? Is there an A in there? Whatever. I think for these two shots, I'm gonna have mostly still images. With the black is gonna be the animated bits. That's gonna be creeping over, so... Yeah, we can focus on its movements. I'll put hair flip. Been searching for a trail to follow again. Take me back to the night we met. Okay. For a trail to follow again. I know again is going to be its own frame. Maybe 2 frames. I've been searching for a trail to follow again. Take me back to the night we met. Now that one, the Take Me Back to the Night We Met, is going to be a little bit offbeat. Because it's going to be a bunch of cutting and pasting on top of other flashes. So that's going to be a lot of editing, but not... Maybe like 2 drawings on my part. Because it's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be more editing heavy for that one. I've been searching for a trail to follow. Who finds a familiar spot? Her grave. She stares and realizes in horror. Then, okay, I've been searching. It's going to be her finding the spot. A trail to follow. Again. Okay. There's a slight pause between follow and again, so that's where I'm going to put a frame between that. I have to go back and reference. Searching. It's actually searching, because music. Ref, meet me in the woods. Because it's that. This bit is the beginning scene from that first animatic. Taking a trip down memory lane, searching for a trail to follow. A trail to follow. Ooh, I just thought of an idea. Wait. Where was the lantern? Was it in that one shot? No, it wasn't. It was on the other shot. It was on the other side. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little hard, because this is 1, that's 2. Ow. So, I know how to do this artistically, but I don't know if there's a way to do it editing-wise, where like, this is gonna be in focus. Then out of focus, then in, with a slight pan up. Like, illustration-wise, I know how to do this, but I'm just wondering if there's a, air quote, easier way to do this in the animation. Well, it's not an animation program, let's be honest. Movavi is not an animation program. Oh, hold on. Oop. Hey, Tab? Boshi threw up. I cleaned it up already, but I'm just letting you know that she got sick. I know. Surprised there's still bugs out. Wait, I thought we were making a racket earlier. One probably just laid an egg. Oh, pecking order.
Yeah. It didn't get too bad.
Searching. What's the lyrics? For a trail to follow. Actually, fuck me, I accidentally opened the wrong... There we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, actually, just so I can clean up the notes a little bit. This is gonna be 1 and 2. Copy and paste. So this one is gonna be down slightly. And it's gonna be, let me just blur it a little bit. For to follow. Wrong layer. But here's what you do when you're on the wrong layer in this types of situations. In most situations you can't do this, but this part is easy. You just take that, copy paste, deselect, erase what was on the wrong layer, and you take this now free and merge it to the good layer. There you go, now it's all in the right layer. Right? Yeah. So now this one, I'm gonna reestablish. I'll have to re-reference what the lantern looked like, because I know it was some sort of lantern. There's gonna be a crack in it, or some moss. And now this bit is out of focus. I'm gonna put the again over here. If she's center stage, there we go. No, that's worry. How do I do horror? What do your eyebrows do when you're scared? Well, that'll at least be a start. Again, take me back to the night we met. There might actually be a few drawings here that I have to do, because for the visual I want her to have, you know, that painful flashback, and then have a bunch of clips from the previous animation flashing on top of her having a legit panic attack. So I think I'll need a shot of her, I mean, for the night we met where she's gasping for breath. That's probably going to be a close shot. Down. Shit. That's fine. Down here. That's too close. That's not right. Here. The problem? I can clearly picture it in my mind. But whenever I try to draw it, the perspective is always off. And I don't know what it's either I draw it too low or too high than what I imagined it. And it's like my mind's eye is down here, but then what I draw is up here. It's like, why? Or it's the other way around. My perspective is always off. What? What? Hey, Pepper, you can come on in. You can come in, Pepper. I'm double caffeinating with a coffee and a coffee monster. Don't at me. You know what? If I can figure out how I did it before, when the seasons change, I'm also going to change the chat colors. I just decided. Okay, here's what I'm gonna draw just the shot. And then it's gonna... If you're having trouble with, like, posing... Is her clutching her chest? If you're having trouble with, like, posing for a shot, zoom out, draw the whole thing, and then just crop it down. It helps a lot. I should do it more often than I do, but it's solid advice. That's also my issue. I collect advice and tutorials and whatnot, but do I ever follow them? No. What I think I'll do is draw this one shot. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw this pose, and then the different shots are gonna be zoomed in at a different part. That looks like sheer panic. Okay, I'm gonna make that note. Flashing overlay of clips zoom in on diff parts. If I knew shorthand, I would definitely be using shorthand more, just to keep my notes concise. But since I'm the only person working on it, I can afford to just have minimal notes and just simple gestures. Like, this is not a good thumbnail or keyframe for anyone else but me to work with, because I need to go find a ref and then I'll come back and work on it. But if I at least get the bones going, then I can come back, gussy it up, you know, off stream, and then at least feel how things flow. Alright, take... Ooh. To the night we met, hey, the title of the song. And in between that line and the next line, there is a bit of a pause, so I think I can have her gasping for breath. Close shot. Which way should she be facing? Because in the next verse, her past self in a flashback walks by her towards the tree, is what I've just been calling it. Not this tree. Not her grave. The tree. And since she's having a shift in perspective, so yes, she should be facing a different way. So that means she's standing this away. So does that mean she should be facing this way? No, because she's facing towards the thing. These are gonna bug me. Usually I'm really good at expressions, but those expressions are usually attached to a face when I draw them, so that's probably why these guys are feeling so off. That hair flip is actually gonna be like 5 frames. Actually, I'm gonna change perspective on this one. I'm gonna break the 180 rule. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to... No, it's gonna be the next one. Take me back to the ninth. Something like that. Gasping, so that's at least 2 frames. That's verse 1, and then now verse 2. That's probably not how you're spelling verse, but I don't care. Verse 2 is going to be from this perspective. Breaking the 180 rule. That's too close. I'm gonna have it out just a little bit. So she can, like, look at her hand. It needs to be out more. There we go. Let's just pause here, and then verse 2 is, and then I can tell myself what the hell I'm supposed to do, and then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. I have no notes for the it's so funny. For the line, what the hell I'm supposed to do, I have no notes. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Take me back to the night we met. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do for the line. What the hell am I supposed to do? Maybe we have this to show more. And then copy paste over here. To I'm just gonna say past rune, and then this Durley. So a little bit more on the focus than that. Okay. Pan out. Pan in that way. How many answers? And then I can tell myself what the hell I'm supposed to do. And then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. This is such a beautifully sad and melodic song. I love it so much. First time I listened to it, I bawled my freaking eyes out. I don't know what it was. Just something about it made me so profoundly sad. You know, it'd be funny if I had Rune mouthing "what the hell" for that bit. I already have her mouthing a different part of the lyrics, so. Tell myself. There's a break there. Wrong layer. Can't tell myself. Okay, so what I'm gonna have. Her. It's gonna be a lot of, fade in and fade outs, I realize. Or unfocus and refocus parts. Which I'm completely, you know, which is a cool thing to work with. Especially since there's gonna be, you know, to be in tune with the lyrics. I'm not sure how Past Rune is going to look like stylistically. I know what she's gonna look like design-wise. Because, we already have that. But stylistically, I wonder if she should look... Like, if I should use the same color palette and style of shading I did for her in the last animatic, and this one looks different. Like, stylistically. Yeah, okay. I'm going to write a note here. Put a little asterisk. Past Rune. Same style as Meet Me in the Woods. There. There we go. What the hell I'm supposed to do, and that I can tell myself not to ride along with you. myself. Okay. For my 10. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Hell. Gonna be. Alright, so. I don't know what she's doing here, but I know she looks happy. Because that's like the aw, that's so sad of this Animatic is that she used to be happy. This is gonna be in focus, and then I'm going to copy paste. This goes over here. Okay. Tell myself. Okay, for this, and then it's gonna zoom. Zoom in. Okay, I think for what the hell I'm supposed to do, I'm just gonna have, this one is gonna be a long, not a long shot, that's the other term. It's gonna be a long frame. We're gonna have a room, a animation framed a long way. So it's gonna be one continuous pan. I should put that down here. I'll just say supposed to do, and it's one continuous pan of, so this is going to be a longer frame of past rune walking with current rune following her. Long frame. There we go. Animation framed a long way. And it's gonna last the entire length of that. There's gonna be Yeah. I'm supposed to do. And then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. I will say, and then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. That's gonna be a lot of frames. It's fine. Past Rune approaches a tree in the center of a clearing. A tome sits at the base. Rune tries to call out, but shadows hold her back. The next verse is gonna be so fun, but I haven't gotten there yet. Shit. I actually gotta use the bathroom real quick, so once again, I will be RB. I'll try not to take too long. Okay, I'm back. So walking around and whatever, my knee is fine. But as soon as I'm sitting and then I stand up, it's when I first stand up that it's like, then I feel like Springtrap in the third Pymations animation. Animation for FNAF. It's like, my fucking knees! Get crowbarred, bitch! Thanks for the crowbar, Foxy. Foxy, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm bored. That one is genuinely my favorite. Now, the second one is funny, but the third one just definitely made me laugh the hardest. I quote the second one the most, though. You know, now that I think about it, I think I actually do have a unfocus filter on Movavi that I could use instead of making a separate illustration. I could do that. I just have to cut it just right. Alright. Can tell myself. I don't know how far in I'm gonna zoom. What the hell I'm supposed to do, so it's gonna be for that. Pasturing approaches a tree with a clearing in the center. In the center of the clearing. Okay. Yeah. This is where 3 monitors would actually be awesome. But my poor computer, I don't think, could handle a 3rd monitor. And all the new computers that I've been looking at are all Windows 11, which I don't want. And they're all over like $2,000. It's like, and have ARGB lighting in them. It's like, I don't need my computer to take me to the fucking moon, okay? I just need it to not crash every time I try to do something. I need it to handle the programs I want to use so I can upgrade my workflow. You know? It's funny, I think less technology was used in getting the Apollo 11 mission to the moon than there is in than those computers, but I digress. In the animation, she came through a clearing and it zoomed up. Alright. And I'm blanking on how I want it to go, because Let's see, I have a base idea of how I want the movement to go, like, in my head, but I have to, like, chop because in my head, what I'm seeing is the finished product. I'm seeing the movie already. But for the sketch, I have to chop it up into shots. And my mind's eye is having trouble with the snipping. Okay, I know what the next line is. It's just this line is driving me up a wall. Shucks. Man, I wish I didn't clean out my recycle my recycling bin. Because I had all the old frames, man. But I didn't think I was going to do animation again, so I, you know, got rid of all the frames. It's like, oh, damn. Then I can at least reference the tree. No, that's not the shot I want, though. And then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. I know what the next line is, not to ride along with you, but I don't know how broken up I want this next bit. Sorry, I just, You know, I'm gonna work ahead. Because I know what this... That's too big. I don't know if she's still wearing a dress here. I didn't think she would be, but I'm just adding it because I don't want to deal with legs. This is gonna be I think this bit is, not the whole line, but along with you. That's gonna be an animation because she's gonna, like, see the danger, reach out, but then get caught. It's really hard to do this when you're not listening to the song. I mean, I technically could if I just plug in headphones and then listen to it. But, you know, I'll write along with you because then it's gonna be... Because the camera does not move here. This is gonna be one scene. Something like that. I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't want it to look like tentacles, because I don't want that. I don't want people making that stupid imagery. But if I have it on, like, the tree next to her, and it, like... say one scene block, maybe fully animated for this one. More frames? Question mark? Yeah. I should start marking off what I have, Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna start marking off what bits I've already have sketched, just so I can see how much I'm gone into. Okay, so the intro's not done. Verse 1 is done. Or, I mean, is sketched. So that's gonna be orange. 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 There. I'm missing that bit. Oh, excuse me. not to ride. It's gonna be one. Is not to ride. It's a faster pitch. So 5. Probably the old tome here. Can tell. Where is it? And that one, this one bit is tripping me out because I don't actually have a clear image of what I want it to be. You know what, if I just minimize that so I don't have to... Come here. There. That's all I have to do. Ah! Okay. And then I can't tell myself what the hell I'm supposed to do, and that I can't tell myself not to ride along with you. Since I have this, I can come back to this. Honestly, this is just a transitional frame trying to get from point A to point B. So, I can come back to this line and add it to figure it out laterville. We can move on to verse 3, which is the one I'm actually excited about. I skipped the first chorus just for time constraints, and because I couldn't think of anything in between. So now, verse 3 is... When the night was full of terror, and your eyes were filled with tears, when you had not touched me yet, oh, take me back to the night we met. That last line is gonna hurt because of the visual I had. Was okay, when the night was full of terror, the clearing fills with butterflies and the black. I called it the black ick before, but that's from whatchamacallit. When your eyes were filled with tears, the butterflies descend on past rune, her eyes reflect them. So that's maybe going to be like 3 separate frames. When you had not touched me yet, rune struggles against the black. Oh, take me back to the night we met. Past rune, half consumed with black and butterflies, reaches back for rune. They lock eyes, flashes between them, and then the music build up to the next chorus. Rune breaks free, runs forward towards her past self to embrace her, and then the chorus. Oof. Okay, but I can't get to that part yet. Ugh, okay. Verse 3. When the night was full of terror, the clearing fills with butterflies. This one is going to be a frame the long way. But it's gonna be the tall... Actually, this is frame the tall way. I'm gonna make this small just so I can fit in the full thing. If I remember what the tree... I have to go back and look what the tree looks like and like take a few screenshots. Okay, I'm gonna make the notes here. Tall frame. Okay, when the night was full of terror. I think for the bit full of terror is gonna show them. Because if I want this to pan up with them emerging at the same time. This is a frame the long way, and we actually... pan up and zoom out to fit the whole tree in. If I say was, and then full of terror. Actually, for this one, was butterflies emerge. Full of the butterflies are going to be on a separate frame. With, I don't know where the black is going to be. I think that's going to swirl all together. I don't remember what the same green was. I'm just gonna, okay, I'm gonna make the notes that this is. So I remember what it is. The black plus butterflies. Oh well. This one is filled with tears. Is that too close? Okay. I'm gonna try not to cry. I don't know why this line, the way I've written it, I don't know why it gets me. Not this one, but the next one. Eyes were filled with tears. The, same background as here. No, that's all. It just, she struggles with the black. It's like, great. Thank you, Pastoon. That is very helpful. Not Pastoon, but past me. Very helpful. I'm just gonna write it across this whole bit. You motherfucker! You're gonna kill all my lilies! Shit balls, that's not what I wanted to do. I hit the wrong button because none of them are labeled! I'm gonna keep these two basically on the same bit since it's just this. It's the same, yeah, scene pack. Not scene pack. What do I call it? One scene block. Scene block. Yeah, the last frame she looks up from fighting. Touched me yet. Oh, take me back to the night we met. I think for the night we met, it's gonna be flashing between their eyes. Okay. This one's gonna be like my big... the big illustration. The big illustrated shot. There we go. Don't ask me how the butterflies are eating her, they just are. Like, the sketch looks bad now, but this is gonna have, like... the way I picture it, it's gonna have a lot of hard lighting, a lot of like glossy eyes reflecting. This arm's not looking quite the way I want it to, because she's reaching back. I mean, somehow her past is reaching back to her current self. Asking for help. That's too far. Maybe if I try this? Put her eye on a different angle. I'd have to, okay. There's a lot of foreshortening that's gonna be done here. Okay. There we go. That's not how I meant. Oh, okay. Maybe the problem is I'm not zoomed in enough. But genuinely, I imagined it looking different in my head, and I don't know what the problem is. Okay, I'll say it. the night. Okay, take back to the night. And then we met, and then have a flash between. And then the music does like a doon 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 before the next chorus. And for that bit, I'm gonna have goodness. She breaks away. Here. Still a bit of black on her. Break. And then, I don't know how I'm going to do a perspective live, but she breaks away and then runs towards herself I'm imagining it to be in tune with the beat, but how do you draw running? I'll say breaks, runs, runs in time with beat. At least 3 frames, because I'm not going to draw her actually running. I'm just going to draw still, like, the keys. Oh.
section to avoid the baby, so that I can let in
Okay.
other baby that won't come in.
Oh, what's up with other baby?
Oh, Bucky won't come in when she's standing by the door.
Oh.
And she keeps following me. So. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long, but...
I got the Dr. Pepper with me. I got the Dr. Pepper. Too bad I don't have a puppy cam. Yeah. The thing is, she's very cuddly because she's like barely a year old. A puppy. She's still a puppy. And the cats haven't quite adjusted to her presence yet because since she's still a puppy, she wants to play. It's either cuddle time or playtime. So the cats aren't used to that energy yet, and they don't know her. So if we want the cats in, Little Pepper can't be around, but Little Pepper follows us around everywhere because she's a little puppy. Like the lost little duckling. Yeah. I could try to work with her in my lap, but it might be a little hard. Because I have to put my knees up so she doesn't slip off. You're being a good girl. You're not wiggling. Yeah. Oh, sniffy, sniffy. Oh, sniffy, sniffy. Okay.
Except for Hawk. So if you want to keep her in there, you can.
Hawk's right here.
I'll move the marker then.
Yeah, so she came in during the stream and I forgot to...
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, if you want to keep her in there, you can. Meg finally left the bathroom.
Do you want down? Okay, she's going to you.
I got egg. I'm just
Okay. We have this, and then no, I'm just gonna keep that. This is so scuffed, but once I get to the illustration, I'll know what I mean more. This is just to map out what's going on, sort of. I think the problem is the hands. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. And then chorus. Okay, that was full of terror. Now take me back to the night we met. I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. The vision disappears. Rune kneels, holding herself. It should be centered, but I'm going to keep it as a wide shot. I'm gonna break this up into 3 frames. Well, because I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. Yeah, all and then most of you, some and now none of you. I'm gonna draw them on top of each other just so I keep the... Well, technically, all, then most, some, now none. That should be 4, actually. But most, some, and now none. This looks confusing now, but when I have, it's gonna be one continuous shot. So, I think, once again, scene block. Take me back to the night we met. Her hand shape pan up to old dead tree, hollowed and leafless. that's the wrong layer. There's another unfocus and pan. That's too unfocused. Ah. And up. The night we met. And this one's gonna be interesting because I want a shot to show that the tree is gnarled. There's no leaves. And then there's a little rune. Looking up at it. And then, yeah. Okay. There's that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Okay, I know she lip syncs, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and then she gets choked up, haunted by the ghost of you, and then she looks down, face shadowed. Take me back to the night we met. A defeated rune kneels in front of a dead hollow tree mirroring her state. What?
What song are you using?
The Night We Met by Lord Huron.
That's what it's called. Okay.
Oh, Lord something with an H.
I typed in like the lyrics from what I remembered, and I got like 3 different songs that weren't the ones I wanted, and I was like, but I can't remember what part of the chorus I typed in.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He has this song, and then there's the song Love Like Ghosts, where it's a mashup between Meet Me in the Woods and The Night We Met.
Okay, it might have been, that might have been one of them, and I was like, no, it's not that one.
Yeah, it's called The Night We Met.
The Night We Met. Okay.
Alright, you can go look it up.
Yeah. I was like, you've been singing parts of it, and I'm like, oh yeah, and that's stuck in my head.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. No, that doesn't look right. I know the pose I want. because I wanted a zoomed in. And if I knew what her hair looked like. I'm gonna put lip sync. This one's gonna be hard because I want her to like shake her head a little, so that's gonna be really hard to lip sync. I will be using Fire Alpaca for this bit. Yeah, I'm gonna put Fire Alpaca. Because Fire Alpaca has the onion skin mode, which is which is so easy to animate with. My hands are getting shaky now because of all the caffeine I've been drinking. That's not how necks work. Head's too small. Well, head isn't too small, it's just the face is too small. Now here is where Rune starts to look a little bit familiar. Oh, that's on the same layer. Oops. Supposed to do. Haunted by the ghost of you. I don't know how this rune gets her horns, if ever. Like, I wouldn't mind doing animatics. It's just, I don't like putting in all this hours and hours and hours of hard work only for the video to get a copyright strike. But at least if I post the VODs on YouTube, I'm getting some mileage or like some work. Not work, use out of the behind the scenes footage. And then this take me back to the night we met. I don't know if it's a zoom out or... But I do know it's just a single shot of Rune and the tree. Maybe it's framed a long way. My dyslexia was really kicking my ass there. Usually I wrote front first instead of frame. What happened? It's supposed to be a big ass tree, so maybe if I zoom out. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's go and just erase that. There. Maybe I'll zoom out from here to show that they have a shared fate. If one of the cats is in her carrier, you should probably shoo them out. Oh, okay. But still, if she wants to get in her carrier, might have to walk her there just to make sure the cats don't keep her from her bed. Still. It's not just Pepper that needs reprimandation. The cats need to know that she's just a baby and she wants to play. Yeah, it's just Pepper needs to know that the inside is for... not for chasing. Yeah. I want to make the tree look taller, but since it's actually old and dead, maybe it's not as impressive. Because this is supposed to be a representation of faded memories and, well, not tainted memories. Because I really hope people wonder, wait a minute, what is the first animatic? Is that not what actually happened? Or is this what happened later? Or is this what she was remembering happened before the animatic? And that was her emerging, and this is her coming back to the scene of the crime after the residual high? Or is this all... did that all never happen? You know, it's one of those... Wahapa! You know? We've been streaming for 3 hours. Well, we are almost done. If I get all the thumbnails done in one stream, that would actually be really cool. So, we're gonna continue. Save. I'll put a slight zoom out. Okay, that's the chorus. And then the outro is... Okay, outro. Outro. This shot, I know this frame, this outro is gonna be so hard because it ends with Rune leaving a bouquet of irises. Because I really like irises. I mean, I like the song Iris by Doodle Dolls, and there was an art piece of my old Sona, different version of Rune, in a field of irises at night, which I really liked. And I kind of thought, you know, that piece was kind of inspired by the song The Night We Met. So, by using irises, I'm just gonna put irises. Because irises are so hard, are actually really freaking hard to draw. Okay, this one has a bit of a bounce to it to show that she's walking. How does she lay them down? Holds bouquet, places them under the tree where she died, walks away slowly. A green butterfly flutters down and lands on the flower. Oh, I need to find that shot, because this was a... This is also... I'm gonna recreate that shot. That's the wrong... What's... It's comedically too... Comedically too big for that shot. There we go. Oh, take me back to the night we met. Actually, no, I want her in a different pose. Her head's still too big. What the fuck? Oops. Well. Is this too... That's better. That's much better, in my opinion. There we go. There we go. quote that I wanted to have, like, over, like, bring back this, not this image, this image, bring back to this animation, but at, like, a slightly different time of day, and then have, like, a quote come up, but I haven't, decided if I want that, if I actually want to keep that, or if it was just one idea I had. And then credits. Wow. We almost did the entire thumbnailing in a single stream. Almost. We have the intro and part of verse 2 to come back to, which I will do once I have rested, looked away, and I'll come back to it later. So far, I'm kind of liking where this is going. Like, it looks bare minimum now, but it's just the thumbnails. Of course it's bare minimum. God, this, I know this verse is going to be so hard for me to do. Maybe the who knows, maybe the lip syncing turns out to be the easiest part. Who knows? I know this frame is going to be hard, because it's just going to be a bunch of irises. And flowers have always been hard for me to draw. So yeah, next stream, Friday, we will be continuing this project until it is done. Now, there's going to be bits and pieces here that I do off stream, just so I can, like, focus, and there might be some streams where I've gone completely non-verbal, and it'll be like a no mic stream. Yeah, prepare for that. And who knows, there might be a stream in between where I just take a break from this project and just do something else for a little bit on stream, just to break it up a little bit. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But for now, I think this is a very good place to start. Now, I did chop the song kind of in half, so it's gonna be less, less runtime. Like, I might go through later, just to clean up a few things. Sometimes what I do is I'll do the thumbnails and put them on the frames, and save them as a PNG so I can upload them into my editing software, just so I can see it all together. And then if I like I'll just like save as on top of that PNG, so then it'll automatically update in the editing software. But I don't know if I'm going to continue to do it that way, because there are some scene blocks that I'm gonna have to do separately. And of course I'm gonna have to figure out current runes design, revisit past runes design, get the screenshots. So those are the things I'll do like off stream. But on, we will be continuing. Slowly but surely. Anyway, I'm gonna zoom on this one, because this one's probably gonna be in the thumbnail. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the thumbnail for the, yeah, this is definitely gonna be... It's a major spoiler, but hey, it looks... The sketch looks cool. My mind's eye version of it looks cool. And it's going to be just a plain illustration, so that is definitely going to be a... This shot by itself is going to be an entire stream. I know it is. And it might be the final thing I do before we put it all together. I don't know. But until next time, I will see you all later. Bye. I forgot to post the VOD of the last stream on YouTube. Oops.